My name is Madier, and this is a story of how I became a gamer despite all odds. My earliest memories as a child with gaming didn't begin like others. It didn't begin with GameCube or some other now ancient gaming console. It began with a game called Tonka Construction, which apparently came out in 1996. As far as I can remember, it was a simple kids game played on a PC, a very old PC that probably had a floppy disk. That led to other gems like Tonka Search and Rescue and Tonka Racing. Now this is where the story starts going against my favor. I grew up in a bigger family, and controlling order in the family may have been a bit difficult. I remember my older siblings fighting over a PlayStation 1 game, or who got turns or somewhat, and my mother taking the PlayStation out to the driveway and smashing it. So from that day on, gaming was shunned in my family. I grew up in a super religious home, and I remember my mom talked about how evil games were, especially games like Call of Duty. Despite all this, I was obsessed with video games and swore to myself that one day I would play all the games I wanted. I remember looking forward to going to church as a kid, not because I enjoyed it, but because I remember sneaking to a back room and playing Need for Speed Underground on the original Xbox. In my preteen age, my parents became a bit lenient and allowed us to play Roller Coaster Tycoon. Let me tell you something, I loved Roller Coaster Tycoon. The thrill of locking 100 people up in a small space until they all start vomiting, or the rush of drowning the little panda mascots, the pure thought and genius that went into making sure your roller coaster is derailed. I'm completely joking, and I'm starting to see why my parents didn't let me play violent video games. Either way, a day in my mind sticks out. My family went over to our pastor's house. The pastor had a son who showed my brothers and I a game called Halo. It was incredible. The graphics, the sound, the flashing lights. It was so beautiful, and I was so jealous. Unfortunately, my mom walked down to the family room where we were playing and freaked out. I think I was grounded for a week or two, and the car ride home was less than pleasant. Let's flash forward a bit. I was homeschooled until high school, and every summer I would go over to my friend's house, where we did many things. Four-wheelers, museum trips, swimming, but most importantly, gaming. The Wii had just come out, and let me tell you something, we played a lot. It was non-stop tennis matches, endless golf outings, most importantly, Mario Kart racing. We played so much of it that a few years later, he and I played, and I swear we didn't miss a beat. Of course, my mom hated this, and I soon lost contact. Which, by the way, as an adult, I am now back to a friendship with him. During my high school years, it became painfully obvious that I was the odd one out. I remember my peers would talk about the latest game, Skyrim, and I would kind of just act like I knew what everyone was talking about and be that guy who kind of mumbles, but you can't tell he is BSing it. Like, yeah, I know dragons and stuff. To be honest, I kind of felt ashamed and sad that I didn't game. I loved it when I did. In fact, I just wanted more. When I would go over to friends' houses, they would kick my butt in games, but I would still have fun because I knew I had been missing in my life for so long. Fast forward to me turning 18. I move in with my best friend's family, and let me tell you, we gamed so much. Call of Duty Zombies was on the menu as the main course, and for dessert, Black Ops 2 multiplayer. Soon I move away a few states and get my first personal console, which was the limited edition Black Ops 3 PS4, which later on I will sell to buy a plane ticket home to see my girlfriend at the time, which a month later we broke up. Silly 18-year-old me. The day she broke up with me, two things happened. A friend of mine took me to my first strip club, and I bought a new PS4. But this isn't how the story ends. The summer of 2016, I find a game on PS4 called Overwatch. It looks colorful and interesting. I first saw it on an early stream of Seagull. I spent the entire summer playing Overwatch. I started as a Mercy main because I didn't really understand the game. And soon I realized the friends I could make and the camaraderie I had been missing. I would stay up till around 4 a.m. each night and wake up at 7 for work and wonder why I was so tired. It was like I was making up for all those days that I didn't play as a child. All those days where gaming was demonized in my life. In January of 2017, my appendix burst. Now this seems random, but it has a bigger impact in my gaming journey than it may seem. My appendix actually got infected, so I spent around 2 months in the hospital, where every day I watched streamers play Overwatch, and I noticed one common detail. They were on PC. So a few days after my surgery, completely legally high on pain meds, I go onto Amazon. Yes, I didn't know anything. With my fresh tax return in hand, I bought my first gaming PC. And like they say, the rest is history, other than the fact that last month I bought a new gaming PC with more knowledge of how the components work and what they mean. The point of this video is to say gaming is a passion for me. I am currently 21 and started at the age of 18. It has always been in the background of my life, but always was out of reach. But now that I have it, I am so excited to be starting to make content, sharing my gaming and fun moments with you. Seriously, although there is toxicity in the gaming communities and a few bad aspects, I have found another family in the Discord and people I have met. This is what gaming was always about: acceptance and fun. This is McCree. This is you. This is gaming. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you get notified when I upload next. I can't wait to see where this channel is going, and I'll see you guys next time.